Hello and a very warm welcome to 3.0 TV. I'm your host Ruchi Sharma, and today we are going to explore Mempool in cryptocurrencies. Mempool is short for memory pool and plays a significant role in all the transactions happening on the blockchain. So what is Mempool? The mempool is where all valid and pending transactions are being held while the blockchain network confirms them. In other words, mempool is the waiting room for the transactions that haven't been added to a block and are still unconfirmed, or the transactions haven't been picked up by a miner. This is how a blockchain works with transactions that have not yet been included in a block. The collection of individual transactions is what we generally call a block. With a large mempool size, there will be more network traffic and congestion, resulting in a longer average confirmation time and higher priority fees. Empty mempool signals lower network use and thus lower fees revenue for miners. Why mempool traffic is low? Exactly why mempool traffic levels are low is an open question. Increased adoption of layer 2 blockchains like Lightning Network and Polygon etc. lead to diverting the traffic to different chains. Empty mempool opportunities. Low mempool levels mean cheap transaction fees, and discounted fees gives cryptocurrency holders an opportunity to consolidate and send their unsent transactions outputs in each wallet or across wallets. UTXO consolidation or wallet consolidation is simply a process of combining small bits of cryptocurrencies, satoshis and gwei in a single wallet or across many wallets into larger chunks of cryptocurrencies, represented by fewer, bigger UTXOs. Terms crucial in mempool. The mempool size is a valuable statistic for estimating how long a blockage will last. The transaction count chart for the mempool shows how many transactions are generating congestion. How does it work? When a cryptocurrency transaction is sent to the network, it is first confirmed by all blockchain nodes. After passing the verification process successfully, it sits in a node's unconfirmed transactions region known as the mempool. The transaction waits patiently until it is picked up by a miner and included in the next block. The mempool serves as a waiting space for all pending transactions on the node. The number of mempools is equal to the number of nodes. Because not all nodes receive the same transactions simultaneously, some nodes keep more information at any given time than others. Because everyone can run their nodes on whatever hardware they want, each node has a different capacity for storing unconfirmed transactions. As a result, each node has its version of the pending transactions, which explain the wide range of mempool sizes and transaction counts reported by various sources. When a node receives a new valid block, it removes all the transactions contained in the block and any transactions with conflicting inputs from its mempool. This can cause a significant reduction in the size of the mempool. The nodes begin prioritizing transactions when the mempool is filled by setting a minimum transaction fees threshold. Only new transactions with an extensive enough fee are permitted access to the mempool, and transactions with a fee rate below the threshold are instantly eliminated. It's important to note that all nodes share no universal pool. Each one is set up differently, and transactions arrive at different times. Low-end devices with low resources may only allocate a tiny amount of RAM to transaction logging, but higher-end devices may devote much more. What is the importance of mempool? The mempool is a very important part of any blockchain network. It allows us to understand how crowded the network is and if there are transaction traffic jams, which result in slower confirmation times and higher fees. Because miners are primarily driven by profit, transactions with more significant fees are more likely to be rejected from the mempool immediately after confirmation. Estimating fees accurately is challenging, especially when block space is limited and demand is strong. But the mempool can help. The current unconfirmed transactions can be used to estimate fees. How much fees should you pay for transaction? In times of low throughput, it comes down to the fact that users should not overpay. They should also not underpay for time-sensitive transactions during peak hours, as confirmation may take some time. They can make an informed judgment about how quickly their transaction will be included by considering the spread of fees at any particular time. They can use few popular chain tracking websites where they can see the current transaction fees for the network and pay accordingly. How long does it take to confirm a transaction? The confirmation time of transaction depends upon which blockchain network and consensus mechanism you are using. It's obvious proof of work confirmation takes longer than proof of stake consensus mechanism. The transaction confirmation time also depends upon the amount you pay as a transaction fee, network congestion at the time. For example, on average, a new block of Bitcoin transaction is mined every 10 minutes. This is an average, meaning it could take 1 minute or 1 hour as well. Whereas on average, it usually takes anywhere from 15 seconds to 5 minutes to process ETH transactions. Each block holds a few thousand transactions. Depending on the fee you've attached to your transaction, you'll be able to estimate how long it will take your transaction to get confirmed. What should you do if your transaction is stuck in the mempool? As a rule of thumb, if you wait long enough, usually around 48 hours, your transaction will drop from all the mempools and the funds will be returned to your wallet. However, here are some other things you can do to expedite transaction confirmation. Number 1. Use Replace by Fee, also known as RBF. Some wallets like Electrum will allow you to replace an existing transaction with a new one with a higher fee. Number 2. Use Transaction Accelerators. Some mining pools supply a service of accelerating specific transactions for a fee or on a first-come, first-served basis. Mempool is a waiting area where the unconfirmed transactions are held until the blockchain network confirms them. Without Mempool, blockchain networks of cryptocurrencies would become a super congested platform with no decorum. Thus, it is a vital tool that keeps your transaction in a smooth process. This is Ruchi Sharma signing off. We will meet again with interesting topics regarding Cryptoverse. Till then, keep watching 3.0 TV. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel. And to get instant updates, press the bell icon. Have a great day.